Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another Toronto Hoop Talk live stream. Day one of the Raptors season being over, which means you know what time it is. I purchased my OKC bandwagon seats. You know, Ticketmaster laws changed in Canada, so the seats were a little more affordable. We had to get that transaction done. Thunder up, I believe, is what they say. But yeah, big up to everybody in here. We're here to watch Knicks and Sixers game one of round two. This is the series I'm most excited about in round two. I lied. There's new developments in the next series. So a lot to consider. Quick update. My TV is all kinds of fucked up. So I actually have not seen anything yet. And I think I'm in the process of fixing it. So bear with me for like a couple minutes. Oh, no, I figured it out. Here we are. We're good. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. I see King is in here. I see the guys backstage. Echo said, I'm sad, boys. Now life kind of shit, though, for real. Okay, no, hold on. You mean life kind of shit, though, for real because of the Raptors, or life kind of shit, though, because of the life shit? Because, I mean, two different kinds of weight. But yeah, big up to everybody in here. Shout out to King. Shout out to Jared. Welcome to the stream, boys. Hey, Sixers, Knicks. Very excited for this one. What do you guys think?
I had the Knicks winning this in maybe 5 or 6.
5 or 6. I have decided I have Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7. Nice.
Knicks in 7.
And did you guys hear that Magic fired their head coach?
Of course.
Wait, who fired the head coach?
Orlando.
I mean, duh.
No, you know what it is that they probably would have fired him earlier if they could, but then he started winning low-key. Like, not every organization has the balls to fire people 3 weeks before the playoffs when you're trying to make a run like Memphis and Denver did last year.
Yo, what happened to yo?
Wait. Oh, goddamn, Cat. What the fuck? Nobody even pushed him. Yo, what the fuck? Hey, Sai, what's going on?
All good, Alan?
Yes, sir.
King, Jared, all good?
Yeah, that's not on Oubre. He just lost balance.
Yeah, Oubre didn't do shit there.
Did he hit his head on the court?
Let's see. I'm about to see a slow-mo version. No, he landed on
hard fall. I think it's a hard fall. It's a hard fall. Back.
Yeah.
Hard fall on the back.
Yeah, a very hard fall on the back, man. Oh man. And now you know what's fucked up, man? I know Embiid is gonna put an elbow right in that spot. Just right wherever that is, man.
And by the way, Anthony Edwards is playing tonight.
Yo, so this is what I was gonna say.
Wait,
it's kind of
tonight?
I can't do that series tonight, partially because there's a pretty strong overlap, but also I just can't do it tonight, right? I have to get up early tomorrow for work. What I was
need
going
to
to
see
say,
what channel it is so I can watch it while we're streaming this.
I think I'm going to do that series if Ant is actually healthy, right? So that means a lot of double stream days, right? So because I think this series and that series run on the same days for the most part. The tricky thing is that this week is kind of a tough week for me. So this week I'm going to do Thunder Lakers just because it works out better for my life. Then next week I'll be doing Wolves Spurs. And the reason is because, okay, Wednesday I can't do any streaming. And Wednesday is game 2 of this series and game 2 of Spurs Timberwolves. So I'm missing game 2, right? Game 3, which is game 3 of both these series, is the Tempo's first ever game. I'm not missing that shit. So I'm doing a Tempo stream on Friday. So I'm locking back into Philly, New York for game 4 after this. And then I'll probably start up the other series at game 4 as well. Minnesota and San Antonio.
Is it this Friday for the first Tempo game?
Yeah. And then so Tuesday and Thursday. So tomorrow and the day and Thursday, I'll be doing Lakers Thunder just to fill the gaps. But yeah, I'll actually make a community post because I'm realizing, I mean, you guys always ask me, I may as well just start being better at communication, you know, #toxic trait. I'm gonna start making community posts about the schedule.
You're all good.
Life has been
work and stuff like that.
This is facts, man. Like the pandemic definitely slowed down a lot of my plans. And I think everybody's in a constant state of like figuring it out.
But I heard that Cavs game was kind of close, but I saw you guys only scored 19 points in the third.
Did you hear Maverick sniped up Masai? Absolutely. You know what it is too? Yo, fuck.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm gonna do this after the stream. I'm gonna reach out to every single Mavericks YouTube channel I can possibly find, in order to offer my services to talk about Masai, because nobody knows that motherfucker like me. That being said, I think the Mavericks are back. I think they're back because they got Masai. However, we have to monitor some things. And if I ever end up getting on a Mavericks YouTube channel to talk about Masai, I'll get you guys the link. Hope Masai doesn't snipe Osman. You know what though? I'm not attached to anybody on the Raptors right now. So like if he sniped somebody, I wouldn't know how to feel. That being said, Echo, I don't know if you would catch this or not. Did you see who the Leafs hired? And I don't know.
Oh my god.
News.
Oh my god.
But
John Grodchek, I think it was. I know it begins with
for the
John.
first time. For the first time, I think Mavericks made a good appointment. By the way.
Yo, sensational, man. Sensational.
For
Trade
you,
value for
yes.
Masai.
It's not for me. I
How many
need them
first round
shit.
picks- How many first round picks do you think Masai would be worth?
I will say 2 or 3.
Let me see. Tim Connolly trade value. Because I think Tim Connolly got traded. No, he didn't. Hold on. Did Tim Connolly get traded? No, he isn't. Oh, who got traded? What GM in the NBA got traded? Because coaches have been traded before. Motherfucker, what? No. For a draft pick.
By the way, Alam, as we speak, Edgecom is marking Brunson.
Edgecombe is on Brunson? Okay, that's what you said, I think. No,
Yeah.
we were talking about
Yes.
the other way around.
Yes. No. Edgecom on Brunson. Yes. That is what we talked about.
For sure. We also talked about where do you hide Brunson? Who is Brunson guarding?
Let me look
I
real quick.
haven't seen that. I have to see that.
Okay. No, this is what I'm saying. DC, Jakob Pertl and Emmanuel Quickly. Welcome to the
he's
Dallas
on
Mavericks.
Oubre.
Yeah, he's on Oubre. No, that makes a ton of sense. That makes a ton of sense.
Yes, he's on
Right.
Oubre. Yes, he's on
He's on
Oubre.
Oubre.
Yes.
You hide him. Josh Hart is on Edgecombe. Cat is on Embiid. That's the like.
Good plan. General consensus.
No, it's definitely safe, right? Because again, what we decided was you either get to hide Brunson at the expense of Cat guarding Embiid instead of Mitchell Robinson, or you put Mitchell Robinson on Embiid and Brunson, it gets cooked. So it looks like they're trusting Cat to start the series, but mind you, people, that would be an adjustment. If Embiid starts cooking Cat and you have to change that up, you probably start Mitchell Robinson and bench Josh Hart.
Well, Cat already has 2 fouls.
This is what I'm saying, man. And if
Mitchell
Cat
Robertson's coming in.
fouls, he's going to start getting frustrated. And I just feel like he's not the type of player to like play through losing his head. So that's definitely something to be careful about. But oh yeah, see, bro, during the regular season, Embiid, hold on. He has 23 points in 8 minutes against Robinson and 16 points in 7 minutes against Towns. So his numbers are actually better against Robinson. Never mind. I thought somebody told me that.
By the way, now it changed. Oubre is marking Brunson now. Oubre.
Interesting.
By the way, you see who the Bulls hired?
The Bulls hired somebody?
Yeah. Shams posted it. The Bulls hired someone.
Bryson Graham from the Hawks. Yeah, I don't know anything about that guy. God bless. 13-10. Oh, I'm pretty
the
behind.
man who just
What
got
a
choked
lob.
up by
What
50?
a lob.
Yeah, the Bulls do not want to win games.
So my clock is at 6:12, 11, 10.
I'm at
9.
6
I'm at the same time
minutes.
I'm at the same time as you, Alam.
Okay, King is a little bit
Me
ahead.
and Alam.
Further ahead.
Me and Lama
See,
are
I'm
the
at
same.
16. My score is 16-4. Yeah, no. 14 to
Yo,
15.
you're living in the future. You're at 16-15 already?
No. Now, wait. Brunson. Yeah, now it's 16-15.
Okay, hold on. Echo, did you ever watch any streams on Playback, the platform? Playback was sick, man. I can't wait for them to
Yes.
come back.
Yeah. They will come back in 2027, by the way.
Damn, it's lit. Hopefully, I have enough subscribers for them to partner with me by then.
Yeah.
Because for those people in the chat, okay, Playback was an official partner of the NBA. They had a thing with League Pass where they partnered with content creators. Where if let's say me, right, I sign up to do my live streams on Playback, they would have given me NBA League Pass that I could give to the people on panels with me, right? So all of us would be watching the same game on the live stream at the exact same moment. And then if any viewer had League Pass as well, they could log in and then also watch it at the exact same time as us. So now you don't actually even have to watch a second screen of
Oh my God,
one
Robinson.
screen, live stream on the other screen. It puts them both on one. For people who have League Pass. So it was like it went out of business pretty quickly. I mean, I think they were around for like a year, but apparently the concept is being sold to somebody bigger, and now somebody else might try to execute it. Hey man, the further they go in the playoffs, the richer the tickets get. Like the richer the crowd gets, I think the less raucous it gets as well.
To be honest, I'm surprised Anthony Edwards is playing tonight. I'm very surprised.
Fucking bro, it's a medical miracle. Like nobody. First of all, he's been having to convince the Timberwolves doctors to let him play.
Alam, you have to understand. He had that LeBron serum.
No, Julius Randle called him Wolverine, and I believe him.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'll be honest, man. If Shea didn't exist, I think Ant would be my favorite player.
Nah, he
So
would be.
Wow, taking a Canadian.
I like him when he talks a lot. And
Of course, bro. He brings the energy to the league that the league has been missing for a long time. Like, imagine if LeBron talked shit like Ant. Do you know how amazing that would be? Like the NBA.
And by the way,
Go ahead.
did you see what Chet said about Hachimura?
No, what happened with Hachimura?
He said, when I see Rui play, he's like a Japanese Michael Jordan.
Wait. Who said that?
Chet.
Chet said that Rui is Japanese Michael Jordan. I think Chet is just trying to get followers from Japan. I think that's all that is. Man is trying to get his numbers up. Honestly, bro, guy's just trying to get his followers up for his sponsorships. Because the Japanese online interaction is serious. Like, whenever Kazuma Okamoto, who's a Japanese player, whenever he does anything, they post captions in Japanese, and those tweets always do numbers.
See, and by the way, I went to Japan one thing, so only one time, right? It's totally different from other parts of the world.
Of course, bro.
It's totally, completely different, completely unexpected like this, because they're so polite. They will care about if anything happens. They care. I don't see anything that happens in other world, by the way. That's a good trip of Bunsen.
It seems like they're their own like community in a way. Like, I from the way people talk about it, right? Like they're not incredibly influenced by any other parts of the world. Like they have their own thing. They have their own culture. They have their own way of doing things. They have their own tech, everything, right? Like public transport is actually good because it's
no, brilliant, by the way. The public transport there was absolutely brilliant. Every country has to learn from them, man.
Well, no, the thing is there's not much to learn, right? The simple fact is that it's privately owned, so there's multiple businesses competing against each other. Whereas in North America, and Canada, public transport's owned by the government, so there's one group of people doing it. So there's no competition. There's no need to convince the consumer to come use you, right? But in Japan, bro, there's multiple companies having to compete and provide an excellent service to get customers. It makes like subways and buses and stuff way better. Philly fans too poor to scoop up some tickets. No, for sure, dog. I mean, fucking most fan bases are probably too poor to scoop up New York Knicks tickets this time.
And by the way, did you see after the MBD interview, if you want to get tickets for a Philadelphia game in their ground, you have to be local.
Yeah, bro. NFL teams do that for the playoffs too. Sometimes it's honestly really important in this series because I don't know if you guys remember, but the Philly stadium did not seem like a home crowd last time.
Yeah, when they last played, yeah, the MB said it turned up like North Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I wonder if anybody actually went to Embiid saying, "Okay, I didn't sell my tickets. I need money because you said you got me." I'm sure someone did. But yeah, I really don't like how Chet plays, but he seems like a nice guy. You know what's weird, funny about like what I think about Chet? Nothing to do with his game, nothing to do with him as a person. His posture is just kind of weird. Like I feel like he has just like a weird stiff posture. Like I don't know if I can demonstrate it well, but I feel like instead of just like standing like this, he kind of like I just feel like he has this, and then he does everything with like his shoulders like this. I don't know. It's weird. I just don't like it. So very pointless surface level not dislike but just like being weirded out by Chet. I mean otherwise like fucking effective defender, like people who can protect the rim but also switch out on the smaller players. Very key for like modern NBA defenses.
Bro, see, one thing I don't like with Chet was he's 7 foot, man. Don't try for falls, man. Please. Don't try for
Yeah.
falls.
See, but here's the funny
Falls.
thing. Here's the funny thing about Chet, though, right? Is that like usually with big guys, there's this whole thing of like, oh, why are you settling for threes? Why are you settling for jump shots, right? So think Cat, think Anthony Davis, think all these bigs. The problem with Chet is he's actually so lanky that it makes sense why he avoids contact around the rim. That being said, he should probably change that. But if
See,
not, then
he's a good player. What I'm saying was, in terms of fouling him, right? He just somebody touches him like this, he foul.
mm,
Bro, being strong, you are a strong guy. Don't flop. You were learning from Embiid, by the way. Learning from Embiid. Did you see Jalen Brunson crying in Twitch?
of course, Jalen Brunson crying on
So,
Twitch.
no, sorry, not Jalen Brown.
No, yeah, you're right. Jalen Brown. Bro, it's funny, bro. Jalen Brown was doing what we do. What you're doing right now.
Analyzing the game.
Jalen Brown is doing the same thing. I was looking at Jalen Brown like, bro, you're reacting to it like me. You were in the game.
Yes.
Oh,
This
man.
guy, man. See, and did you see? He said that I'm happy that I'm the Celtic number one option then rather than MVP.
Bro. You know what's funny? I realized the other day, Jalen Brown is just like AJ Brown, bro. Jalen Brown said that this was his favorite year of his career. Brother, you won an NBA championship. Bro, these guys don't care about winning. Sai, did you ever see AJ Brown's Instagram caption after winning the Super Bowl?
No, I didn't see that. No.
Let me find it. IG caption after Super
No. You are so bad. We got dunked by your team and have to see your team's post, man. Come on, man. Allow me.
No, bro. He doesn't. Though, so this is no, bro. What the fuck? Can I just close this? Okay, yo. No, man. Okay, look. After a few days, I've had time to reflect on being a champion. I tried to feel how everyone made it seem to be a champion, and unfortunately, it was short-lived. 2 days to be exact. I've never been a champion before, blah, blah, blah. I thought the hard work would be justified.
Bro, it's just chat. Bro, it's just chat. I'm not trying to read all that.
Bro, it wasn't. My thrill for this game comes when I dominate. It's the hunt that does it for me. It's when the DB drops his head and surrenders because he can't fuck with me. The intense battles, early mornings, late nights, sacrifices. I love putting smiles on people's faces, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't what I thought it would be. It's the journey that I love the most. Back to work. This man basically said, yo, winning a Super Bowl wasn't even that fun. I like kicking people's asses. I was like, man, all right, like what the what do you even
He's doing too much, man. He's doing too much.
Yo, what do you even do when a guy was like, yo, winning a Super Bowl was fun for 2 days. I don't care anymore. I just want to go beat the DB's ass. Like, bro, I fair. Like, fuck.
Like, come on.
Bro, I've never been a champion at the highest level before, but I thought my hard work would be justified by winning it all. It wasn't. What? What? My thrill for the game comes with that when I dominate. All right, man. Like, this is when I knew, like, this guy's not going to be in Philly for long, bro. This guy literally said winning a Super Bowl was fucking mid, man. I just like getting 200 yards.
Man, it wasn't even like a great compliment. Win more. Like he didn't feel it because he wanted to win more. No, he just wanted his stats improved.
Yo, he just wants to bully Emmanuel Forbes. Like, I think if you could give AJ Brown 18 opportunities a year to just bully Emmanuel Forbes, he would take that over anything. I think that's his peak career.
Robinson, man, you can't miss 2 free throws. You're a fucking NBA player. Come on.
So yeah, I just need you guys to know that in roughly a month, Patriots fans will have to deal with Jaylen Brown and AJ Brown, and it's gonna piss them the fuck off. But yeah, Kelly Oubre checks into the game. Paul George checks out. I think New York is on like at least an 8-0 run at this point. Mitchell Robinson, has the worst free throws in the world. Maybe the worst free throws ever shot. I hate his free throw form. He's up there to me with Joakim Noah and Sean Marion. Manhattan is a playground for the super rich, probably even more so than London, Paris, Tokyo, etc. Not for sure, man. For sure. Just the casual prices of certain things are ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Like, I remember the one time I went to Philadelphia for an Eagles game. We decided to drive and just like spend a day in New York beforehand.
Oh
Even
god.
Even just parking, dog. Like just stopping your car on a block of concrete, just ridiculously expensive.
Wait, how like in New York are we talking about?
Like Manhattan, like
Yeah.
yeah. No, it was bad because that's the thing. If you're only there for one day, you may as well do all the like New York touristy shit. So I'm like, yo, let's do the fucking touristy shit. Like, let's walk down.
You got right. Because my family did that for Thanksgiving. You wanna know what we did?
Oh no, what did
We
you guys?
we went there during the Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
Yikes, brother.
Yikes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh gee, Banks in a long two. Man, if he cut his toenails, maybe it would be a 3.
Bro, did I see Jalen Brunson can't handle the ball?
Okay, I'm about to see whatever you saw. I'm looking forward to this. Oh,
I'm
my goodness.
bugging.
Facts. I believe in walkable cities, man. I definitely believe in walkable cities. My aspiration in life is to not need a car. That would be goals. If one day
I need a cycling city, man. Give me cycling city all day long.
City, walking city, subway cities, all the above. Just like life could be so good if you didn't need a car. I also don't mind taking trains and stuff. Like I take the train every morning to work. I only ever
You know Indian traffic, right? Indian traffic, right? Of course, right? I have to reach my office. My business. It takes me in the car at least 2.5 hours.
Jesus, both ways, like 2.5 in the morning and in the
no. On only one way. It takes me 2.5 hours in prime time.
So then it's like you work an 8-hour day and then you have to spend 5 hours driving, man. What?
No. 8 hours. See, no. I don't work 8-hour day. Roughly, I will be there for 4 hours or 5 hours, or at least only 2 hours sometimes.
See, okay, that's even different because it's like imagine you're there for 3 hours, but the trip costs you 5 hours.
Yeah, yes. That's what I'm saying. So, sometimes what I will do is I will take a cycle. It will only give me for 1 hour. That's it.
That's actually amazing. That's also so good for you, bro. If you're doing like 2 hours of cycling a day.
I do 3 hours of cycling because went on to weight loss journey, right? That is the biggest part of for me that cycling.
Yeah. No, cycling is really good. Embiid shooting free throws. Sixers stuck 5. Embiid knocks it down.
Oh my god, this is nasty.
On my screen. Does he lose the ball again?
No, just look at Embiid stats.
Well, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, 1 for 5 from the field. Damn.
Yes.
Hey man, that's a foul baiter's dream.
King, you have to understand that is MB's aura, man. You
No,
can't
I
curse him.
know, but come on.
Yo, knowing how Embiid is, I know he saw Jaylen Brown's stream and he's like, you know what? I'm flopping extra aggressively next game. I'm flopping just because he said I shouldn't.
Yes,
Yo, I know
bro.
Jalen Brown's
That
watching
Brown,
this game. Yes.
that Brown stream was so funny, man. He's crying every fucking time, all the stream. That guy, so
Bro,
funny.
when he said that the referees have an agenda against me, I fucking died, bro. I fucking died.
Like, out of every player in the league, it's you?
But also, it's like if they had an agenda against you, I don't think you would have a ring. Like, I don't think that's how it would work.
You have a ring at all, yes.
Bro. No.
Yeah.
He's moving like SGA, man.
No,
Come
but this
on.
is the thing too, is like I just feel like I'm not completely against betting conspiracies. I just think that they have to make sense. Like, bro, I promise you the league is not rigging the championship for Oklahoma City, bro. If they were gonna rig a championship, New York and LA are right there. Boston should, like, all these other bigger markets, bigger cities, like the league would rather somebody other than OKC winning. I'm sure if they cared. Like if somebody somewhere was thinking what championships are best for our league, fucking Indiana,
Yo, what the
OKC would not be a final if there was a plan. That's a fucking shit plan. Like that's a horrible plan.
See, and by the way, if they want, they will definitely give Lakers a chip.
Yes,
The league is crying for Lakers chip, by the way.
bro.
They haven't won a chip in 6 years.
A Knicks championship would do numbers for the league
Yes.
and the Knicks and everybody,
And
all
lo-
the networks, everybody.
Yes. And Lakers championship also, by the way.
No.
If Lakers or Knicks wins, the NBA numbers will flip.
Lakers, Knicks in a finals would legitimately like it would rock everybody's world financially.
Yes. The ticket rates are high. Everything is a content.
Yep.
Actually,
See, this
let's think about this. In a market standpoint, what would be like the worst for like market? Would it be like San Antonio, Cleveland?
Maybe that's the worst realistic one, but I think the worst in general might be like Sacramento, Milwaukee, something like that. I'm trying to think. Actually, we have the interwebs for that.
Yeah,
What?
okay, fine. If we count all 32 teams, it'll definitely be Sacramento against.
What is the NBA Finals
Actually,
matchup that would have the two
mm,
smallest markets in each conference?
no, not Charlotte.
Oh, hold on. No. Actually, no. Who are the smallest markets in each NBA conference? Memphis and New Orleans, Milwaukee, Indiana. So yeah, I mean, I guess Memphis, Milwaukee.
I guess.
I mean, I guess that's what part of the reason LeBron was shitting on them.
Yes. Milwaukee, yes. Milwaukee and Grizzlies.
I think even for fans, because for instance, like what? Giannis versus Ja? And that's it? When it comes to like the faces.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like Indiana made themselves a good time in terms of watching it on TV, but it's just like like when you consider basketball fans are going to watch anything. What they care about are casuals because there's more casuals than there are basketball fans. And they obviously care about people who like don't care about basketball at all, right? Because there are some people in this world that don't give a fuck about basketball, but they know who LeBron is. So if they hear LeBron is playing for a championship, they might actually tune in because it's like, I wonder what this whole thing is about, right? But like if somebody has no basketball knowledge at all and they're like, hey, Tyrese Halliburton and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are duking it out in a game 7. Like they probably don't give a fuck, right? That's what you need your Steph Currys and your LeBrons for because they grow the business of basketball. Which is again like those are the kind of players that if the league were to be rigged for, it'd be rigged for those kind of players. And that's why I just don't believe that like there's a plan. If I were to believe in to me, the most compelling referee conspiracy theory is Vegas getting a hold of referees. Like not the league planning who wins, but bettors in Las Vegas getting a hold of referees and players. To me, I can completely buy that idea.
No. You're talking about OKC, man. The refs are OKC party. All the refs are OKC fans.
See, but the thing is, like, there's no way that they're OKC fans. So maybe Vegas are OKC fans. Like, maybe the casinos for some
This
reason.
season, Alan, this season, I see so many fouls and so many calls go in favor of OKC. I never seen that before.
Yeah, hold on. Is it
this
OKC
season particularly
as a whole, or is it Shea particularly? See, because the thing with Shea is that
Shea and Chet, Shea and Chet.
Okay, see, I don't know. See, I don't know about Chet. The thing about Shea is that like, I mean, this is kind of a thing that is a refereeing problem, but Shea is so good at beating a man, creating an advantage, and then knowing, okay, the defender has to run here or they're going to panic and run here because I have them, like I have an advantage. I'm going to shoot from this spot and I know they're going to run into me. He's really good at that, right? So if referees get used to seeing that, their assumption when they see something, like they might see contact and they're like, I don't know, like 50-50. I don't really know what I saw. They're going to assume they saw a foul because they see so many instances of him genuinely generating contact, right? That's the problem with like what they call superstar calls. So like when LeBron used to have a superstar whistle, all these kind of things, like it's just the fact that like referees, I think there's a lot of times where they honestly like they don't see something clearly and they're kind of just using their brain to assume like, or their brain is just making assumptions of like, oh, that's LeBron. Like, I'm sure he got hacked. Like, for him to be off kilter like that and the shot, oh, LeBron must have got hacked, right? And I think it's bullshit.
I can understand you.
Yeah.
I can understand you. But if you go and see the ref calls, if you go and zoom out, if you go and see in slow motion, you will never see the type of foul ever on another player, by the way. They don't fall on another player.
I mean, the thing is like, so are you sure like you've never seen like LeBron get these kind of calls or like
No. I'm saying see, LeBron gets calls in his prime time. He got so many calls. I'm not arguing with that. Superstar get calls. But what I'm saying was the calls on SGA, some of the calls were so diabolical that it's getting, I have to laugh.
Yeah.
I never seen that. Because if there is no contact, there is nothing, he's falling around. I want to see, I know NBA, man. I want to know what there is. Why are you getting shooting foul?
No, I get that. So I remember I was listening to Gilbert Arenas talking about Trae Young. I think, he was talking about Trae Young, right? This is when Trae Young was a rookie coming into the draft, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, he's so skinny, right? So he has to put on muscle." And Gilbert Arenas was saying, he's like, "Look, I don't actually think that that's a real thing in basketball." He's like, when players are like lightweight, skinny guys, they fly so easily that they actually get so many foul calls that they shouldn't get. And he's talked about, he's like, if you watch Allen Iverson, right? Allen Iverson was so small that if you just move him a little bit, he's just going to fly. And he gets foul calls that, like, if you do that same contact to Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant's bigger, stronger. He's not going to move. So it's like, I think the other part of with Shea is even James Harden, who I think was really good at the same skill that Shea has. James Harden is strong. LeBron, I think the part of the reason like you see big guys flop is because they get so much contact that other players get as fouls because they're weaker. That, just because I'm strong and I don't move doesn't mean I didn't get hit, kind of a thing. So I think with Shea, again, just bad whistle for sure. I think the fact that a superstar whistle exists is bullshit. Like, I think every single moment should be refereed as if like the person shouldn't matter. So I think that's a bullshit part of refereeing for sure. I just know that it happens. So like in my head, as a Raptors fan that's watched so many superstars growing up, I saw Paul Pierce come get a superstar whistle that never made sense. I saw LeBron James, obviously, like every single
Kawhi.
But Kawhi, it was in his favor. But I'm saying, being a Raptors fan before even before Kawhi, when we never had the superstar that got superstar whistles, right? Just only being used to the superstar whistle going against you. No, that shit's it's bullshit. I hate it. But it's life, like I think that this is, the league will be a much better place when they figure out refereeing and how to make it actually good.
I agree with you. Yes. And by the way, I don't want this last minute reviews to last long, man. In
Yo,
NBA.
you know what I think? I don't think refereeing should be done by eye anymore. Like I think the referee calling calls should be
What you
watching the
just
screen.
MLB this?
No, I mean like I think the thing is I think watching a screen is always easier than watching the thing right in front of you, right? Like you get, oddly enough, you get better angles. And also like the thing you need to keep in mind, and this happens in the NFL as well, right? Every referee has a part of the play that they're watching, right? So no part of the play, like no part of the field or part of the court is being watched by multiple eyes. So for that reason, there's a vantage point, right? So for example, Sai, if I see that the referee that's watching my space is right in front of me and I can foul somebody on basically like behind the referee
On
I
his
know
back. On his back. Yeah.
or just like for example, Sai, like let's say like the referee is the screen. This is a player in front of me. If I foul them here, literally behind the vantage point of the camera, like I can get away with it. And I think that's a fundamental problem of like naturally there's going to be issues. That's why I just believe that there should be 2-3 referees that are watching the game on a TV screen that can just buzz calls into one guy that's actually on the court or on the field. We just need the one guy on the field, or let's say 2 guys, whatever, to actually like announce the call and to like, let's say, move things that have to be moved. So in football, you need to move the chains or whatever. You need to place the ball, whatever, right? You need the guys to do the physical stuff. In basketball, you need to give the ball for free throws. You need to do jump balls, whatever, right? That's the only referees I think. I don't think those people should have to make calls. I think the people making calls should always be like, they can be right there on the sidelines, but they should be looking at a screen because I think you see way more when you look at a screen.
Okay, then you telling me just review the footage when they attack. If there is a foul, tell the ref simply.
Yeah, bro, think about it, right? All of us watch games, and as we're watching the game, we see something. We're like, "That's a foul." In the moment, we don't have to. There's no delayed process. Like that's the problem with reviews. It's a delayed, slow motion. That's bullshit, right? I'm just saying, every single person that watches a game has watched a game and called calls instantly. I don't think it's a horrible idea for refereeing to work the exact same way, because I think these are better views. And again, it doesn't have to be a delayed process. As soon as I see a foul, I'm buzzing right to the person that's physically there. Hey, it's a foul on this player. They did this in this moment. And you announce it, and that's that. I just think that refereeing would be better that way. OG still has no bag. Fam, he's forever bagless. Forever bagless. But
if that happens, it's so good. By the way, I don't think it will happen, but if it happens, it's so good.
If OG had a bag, he would be Kawhi. Like, in my personal opinion, like that's the thing. OG with a bag would be a problem.
This game is kindly late off. There is no any firestorms in this game, but moving in a quiet pace.
I know. 41-33. The Timberwolves Spurs game starts in half an hour, so we have that to look forward to as well. But yeah,
it starts in 40 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes.
Oh, nice. But yo, it's so good though. Like this night is amazing. You got Knicks Sixers, and then you got Spurs Wolves. The other night of Cavs Pistons, and then Thunder Lakers. That's such a shit night.
I might actually go to sleep tomorrow night.
Don't think so. Kawhi is a tremendous scorer from all 3 levels. I mean, I think OG with a bag. I think the bag would let him be more effective. I guess I guess you're saying the bag has nothing to do with the jumper, because he would need to. Yeah, he would need to add more like scoring from different spots to quite be Kawhi. But the reason why I put mine is just that like his scoring output would go pretty high, and he would be clamps on the other side of the ball. Like that would be very dangerous and very effective. Because where is he at now with no bag?
Bigot man, hope all good man. You fraud.
Tim Pot run to the conference finals. Facts, bro. That welcome to the Eastern Conference.
Bro, alarm. Have to talk about this. How can he lose to Forest B team, man?
I didn't even watch. Like I can't watch the game. It was at work. But I mean, like you ask how we can lose to Forest's B team when the reality is like we're simply just that trash. We're simply just that bad, bro. Like
Wait, what are we talking about?
Chelsea lost today at 10 in the morning to Nottingham Forest as Jared was
Their B
announced.
team. You have to mention their B team, not A team. Their B team.
We lost to their backups, according to Sai. But yeah, I don't know. Like we have one of the worst owners ever. We have no manager, and we have like somewhere between shit to mid players.
Daniel, hold that. See, I'm shit, but even I can make Champions League football. That's it.
Hey, man, you know what it is? Here's the thing, though. This is what we need the Dallas Mavericks outcome. This is something I forgot to mention when we talked about Masai. The Dallas Mavericks fans got the ideal, most perfect outcome that you could possibly have when you have a stupid owner. If you have a very, very stupid owner, the best thing you can hope for is that they do something so stupid that they learn how stupid they are. And then they realize, fuck, I should just put somebody who's smart in charge and turn around. That's what that's the perfect outcome when your owner is an idiot, right? That's what I need to happen at Chelsea. But yeah, bro, fuck the Mavericks. Owner was like, goodness gracious, I'm a fucking fool. Let me go get somebody who has a track record, give him some money, and turn around.
See, you have to understand, right? You can't compare Mavericks owners to these Chelsea owners because Maverick owners at least learned. He learned from his mistakes and went
Did
around
he
and
learn,
did.
or did the fans just kick him out?
King,
No,
what I'm saying was
exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying is the Mavericks got the best outcome of having stupid owners, and I'm hoping one day Chelsea get that outcome. But no, as of now, no, the Chelsea owners have no idea how stupid they are yet. They have no idea.
It's like, fine, let's look at Chelsea. I have to see what Chelsea's at. Not
I mean, I think we're 10th now.
bad. No? I did not know it was that bad.
It's
bad, see, you have to understand, King. They lost to the Forest B team, bro. They outplayed, not lost. They outplayed for all the long.
But yo, you have to look at it this way, right? We were 5th, and then we fired a coach, and then ended up at 10th. You know, like we could have, you know, if we just didn't do stupid stuff, we could have, let's say, been 5th and had an okay season, right? We chose to raise more hell than was required.
Man, and I'm disappointed in 4th.
Can't hate the Knicks as much as can't hate the Knicks as much as the. Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? The Knicks have some likable things going on. Their owner is a bit of a dickhead, but he's in a weird way, like he's not a dickhead that really makes you want to hate him. Like you almost feel bad for him. I don't know. It's not the same. Their fans are funny. Their players are kind of funny. Like Cat is hilarious to me. OG is hilarious to me. I don't know. Like I have nothing against the Knicks necessarily. I feel like if the Knicks started winning,
well, let's be fair. The 3 people in this chat is Lakers, Nuggets, and Toronto fans.
Yeah,
I promise you, if we were actually fans that had to deal with the Knicks constantly, we definitely see just how annoying they can be.
I think where the Knicks fans earned my respect is that when they were trash, they were talking shit when they were trash. So it's like I almost respect it because you guys aren't front runners. It's not like the Cavs fans. You know, Cavs fans never used to talk shit when they were getting back-to-back first overall picks. The Vigrica is bummed down 2 or 3 times. These players don't deserve to play for the badge. Fair enough, dog. Like, if it was up to me, like 60% of these players would be gone immediately, and then after further review, maybe even more. We have a 9-point game in this game, 44-35 on my screen, 7:43 to go. I said I do Bundam losers. Hey man, did you guys match up in the playoffs? I'm trying to think. Did Heat Knicks match up in the playoffs? I'm sure they did.
No.
Actually, hold on. I think the last time that they would have, that I remember, was LeBron against.
Oh, 2023, actually, yes.
Okay. That's probably where Daniel's feelings are from. Cat, what the fuck was that? They injured Jimmy. True. Tyrese Maxey pulling up. Misses. Front rim. Oubre with the rebound. Maxey, don't shoot that shit. Good. Great drive. I remember when LeBron went against Amari Stoudemire's Knicks, and Amari Stoudemire punched a fire extinguisher in frustration.
And broke his hand.
Broke his hand and missed the rest of the series. Damn, Cat with the 3.
Alam, in the remaining teams, which team you don't want to see win championship?
Which team do I not want to see win a championship? Okay, you're asking realistically, right?
Yeah, realistically, yes.
OKC.
No, because the answer, my first answer was going to be Cleveland, but they're not winning a championship. So I mean, like, that's not a good answer. Out of the real candidates,
there's only 3, so just pick which one of the 3 you hate.
but I don't have issues. I guess the Knicks, bro. It would be the Knicks. Like, I don't have any issues with OKC or the Spurs winning. I think the Knicks, yeah, it would probably be the Knicks. But again, like, I don't have issues with either of those 3 teams. You almost, like, I don't know. I don't really, like, the biggest beef I have left in the playoffs is Cleveland. Maybe Detroit. Not really, bro. Like, Detroit's been bad for so long. That's the thing, bro. My hatred for basketball teams, it fades when the team isn't that good. So, for example, when I was a kid growing up, biggest Lakers hater out there. Biggest Lakers hater. Nothing made me feel better than when the Lakers had heartbreak, right? But to be honest, then when Kobe retired and they got really shit, my hate just went away. Like, I wanted the team to be bad. They became bad. Okay, like, job done. A mission accomplished. Like, completion, full circle. Everything's done. So my hatred fades kind of easily, I realized. So yeah, I don't know. Out of these teams left, because yeah, I don't say I have that same hate for the Lakers anymore. Also, I don't think they have a chance to win. Yeah, I don't think Detroit or Cleveland have a real chance to win. Philly doesn't have a real chance to win. They might end up there, but they're not winning. That being said, like, that's the thing. Okay, if Philly won, it would be annoying, but I'd still be happy for Kyle Lowry. So I don't know. Knicks are buns. They lucky Brunson is legit, but I still hate him. Oh, you got that picture of Thiago Silva up there. Yo, facts, man. Why did we have to do that with Thiago Silva in attendance? Look at us embarrassing ourselves in front of company, man. But yeah, you guys hang out with the chat. I'm gonna run upstairs and get some food, and then I'll be back. I mean, I don't like them, but I have family there, so it's not that deep. Them is the Knicks or the Lakers in this case. But yeah, I'll be BRB, man. Feel free, guys. Enjoy hanging out with King Inside.
Yeah.
Chat, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Daniel,
What's up?
talk to me. Daniel, talk to me. What happened, man? Why are this shit? And by the way, what happened to Cope Armor, Daniel? Come on. It seems like he's one season wonder man right now.
Wait, sorry. Aren't you a Tottenham fan, though?
No, hell no. Liverpool.
Liverpool. Oh, okay. That's. I was wondering, like, where's the Chelsea hate coming from? I mean, it had to be from somewhere.
Daniel, I understand your pain, man. Come on, I'm all the shit, but I never thought Chelsea will be this shit, brother. Seems you, Lord, you are so funny, man. I'm not gonna let Daniel. I'm in the shit.
I mean,
Don't get me wrong, but seems you, it's so funny and so good to see that Chelsea fans are crying, man.
I mean, you did lose to Man United yesterday.
Yes, that's why I say I'm in the shit. I understand it, but seeing Chelsea also gives me so pleasure, man. They're in the worst dumps, like more than us.
All right, well, what's you played them Saturday. You better not lose.
I don't care. King, you have to understand. Top four is done. Top five is done. My season is done. My full focus on is right now is on NBA.
Man. Okay, what the fuck?
Daniel, you can't. You can't do that. Uh,
Good. Have we ever fucked though? When was this? Did I say 2017?
King, you are cutting off. I didn't understand your fully word, so you were cutting off a little bit.
Well, I was trying to remember the last time our two teams played, and I think it says 2017.
Hold on.
Ow.
Khabib in what context? I forget
I
what we
see.
were talking about.
Echo sadly passed away last year, man. I met him. Nice guy, very nice guy, by the way. He rants about movies. He rants about so many things. Very nice guy. I met him. Sadly passed away.
Angry Rantman.
Yes, it's not about. He's a hardcore Chelsea fan, but he also movies fan. He reviews all that type of shit. Very humble and nice guy. Sad to see that happen like that. He struggled a lot.
Man, there was no person, there was no vision, there was no aggression, there was no mindset
Icon.
in this football club. Nothing was there.
Icon, bro. Icon.
Yeah.
Alam, I am telling you, if he would have stayed and not happened that sad thing,
Hmm.
he would have been literally in England a huge content creator. Brother,
Yep.
he's that good.
No.
He's
Actually,
a god.
he would have been on Sky Sports, you know? Bro, they let Ahmed the Bridge Nation on Sky Sports, but they would have definitely let that guy in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ahmed, though. Respect.
Yeah, respect.
Khabib was at the game, and they did that? No way. Yeah, man, we embarrassed ourselves in front of company. Speaking of embarrassing themselves in front of company, Philly, fight back, man. What the hell?
Oh my god. Was it like 16?
Mm-hmm.
Ow. 0 points in 2.5 minutes. Oubre!
Fucking Kelly, man.
Timeout Knicks, by the way.
Okay, hold on. This next game starts in like 20 minutes. Okay, we need that. We need that.
Yeah. If this game continues to be like that, we gotta switch it over.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think is going to happen in Cleveland, Detroit?
Detroit in 6.
Hmm.
All right. Well, we've seen that Toronto's defense can handle Cleveland. And I think Detroit's a much better defensive team, so I think the same thing's just going to happen.
I will tell you this, right? Cleveland has more options than Detroit.
Here's the thing, right? The issue with Detroit is it looked like in the playoffs, it was basically the Cade show, and then Tobias Harris had a good game 7, right? I don't think Detroit can beat Cleveland if it's just the Cade show again, right? But if they start playing properly, they can definitely beat Cleveland. Because again, Cleveland's not that good. So it's really just like, does Detroit get their shit together? Because Cleveland.
One thing with Cleveland is, for me, they're not that good, they're not that great, but at least they have a 2 to 3 players who can shoot well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see with that. That is the problem with Detroit for me was they always in low scoring games.
Oh.
They can't go toe to toe with you. It won't happen like that. See, Cleveland can do that. If you give Cleveland the ball, or if you have Cleveland have a good day, they can score 120 points or 110 points.
Mm-hmm.
It happened, but I don't see Detroit like that. That is a problem for me. That's why I said it will be Detroit 6 or 7. I will be not surprised if Cleveland wins. By the way,
Yeah, no. So my thing is, right, in the last series, Evan Mobley was really focused on a player, right? So it's either Brandon Ingram or Scotty Barnes, right? In this series, bro, his matchup is fucking Asar Thompson, who you don't even have to guard that much, right? And then the next forward is Tobias Harris. So Evan Mobley's focus can basically just be to have one eye on Cade and to help off of Thompson to go double team Cade every chance he gets. If not double team him, just like rush to the basket to try to contest his shots if Cade ever gets to the rim. So like that part of the series is going to be interesting because Evan Mobley has a much easier job defensively, so he can like impact the game a little bit more. The issue though is that like
no,
Cade can cook their guards more than any Raptors guard can cook their guards. Like Mitchell and Harden, you know, Shed was the easy player to guard, I would say, all things considered. Jacoby wasn't that big of a headache, bro. Cade is going to be a problem for Mitchell and Harden.
and one more thing is, see if Detroit get shit together, the paint points will be crucial because Cavs can't defend paint.
Yeah.
If you attack them, see, properly attack them, they can't.
Yeah.
For me, it will be interesting battle, by the way.
Also, bro, Duran and Jared Allen are both playoff droppers, right? So it's like that might even itself out.
If Detroit has to win this series, everybody has to contribute because they can't do what Magic like did. So, see, in speaking real thing, right? If Magic didn't bottle the 22-point lead, they won't be here.
Yeah.
They played like a shit.
Mm-hmm.
If he's speaking real, Detroit played like a shit in 7-game series. They played really okay basketball in last 1.5 game. And that is speak to Orlando's absolutely dumb breaks.
Yeah.
You can't give credit to completely to Detroit. It's all depend upon other opposition, right? Now in this series, I want to see, does you really deserve to be in the finals? Because both teams are shit. In this series, we'll know which team is less shit.
Yeah.
That's it. And by the way, I want to see Mitchell play more aggressively, man. I think in some of the game in your series, in some games, he faded away.
Yeah.
He's not taking regular shots. He's sitting out. He's not managing the game. He's not creating well. He's totally putting on the Harden, Allen, and Wade. He's doing Strauss. He's doing all these things, but he's not taking responsibility. I want to see, bro. You are the star player in this team. You are the highest paid guy. Take responsibility. Run the game for me.
I think the thing is the Raptors did a really good job of making him a 3-point shooter. because we didn't see his drive to the basket game much, right? The question for me would be, who does Detroit put on those players? Because I don't think you can put Duncan Robinson on those players. You put Duncan Robinson on either Jackson Wade or Max Strus, whoever is there, right? So that means Tobias Harris and Cade have to play defense. I think they can, but I think like that's going to be a tough matchup for both those players.
Bro, Josh Hart, you are so shit, man. Why? See, I can't understand these NBA players, right? They get 5 million, 6 million per week. You practice every fucking day. Why can't you shoot free throws, man? Tell me that.
This club will make fun of. Have you seen the famous
Speaking of free throws, I'm sick of Philly. Really, a third of their points is just free throws.
I don't think so. Wait,
Look at the stats.
I don't
I
think so.
swear to God, no.
Oh, you might not be
Almost
able to post a link in the chat. If you want to post a link, I can quickly mod you, and then you can probably post links. I did not hear that he blamed RJ. You know what it is, though? RJ failing in a role that's probably beyond his capabilities, I don't think is an indictment on him as a player. I think it's, and to be honest, if you look at the series as a whole, I don't think you can say that he failed. He had a bad game 7 for sure, but to say he's the problem is crazy.
Not gonna lie, Alam. Knicks are playing well, man. They're taking their shots. They're playing really well. They're not flopping any around. They're defending well. Knicks are playing well.
You know what's crazy too? Embiid actually has their centers in foul trouble. And it's not a problem, bro. Mitchell and Cat both have 3 fouls. They put this random Huck Porty guy on the floor, and they're still figuring it out, bro. 19-point game.
When Jalen Brunson start playing well, this Knicks team will be different, by the way. He is the main guy for them. He has to shoot 20-25 points for them. Then you can ask a contribution from everyone. He's the guy, like, he's not Luka. He's not I would say he's not Shea.
Yeah.
He needs a support.
Echo Beach, you know what it is? What you're saying, a lot of times when people say these things, it's like a joke or it's like just to be mean. I wholeheartedly agree with you, and I don't even mean it in like a mean, like even like in an empathetic way. Like, I literally just don't think he's normal, if you catch my drift. Like, he has some weird ways of going about social situations. That's just like, what is this? Said he would keep Ingram over RJ. That is a decision that we're going to have to make. People are going to have their conversations about that. We'll talk more about that in the offseason. The question that I asked one of my coworkers is this, right? Who would be better in RJ's role, Brandon Ingram or RJ Barrett? Because I think the goal should be to basically flip one of them for a better player if you make that trade. And I think the idea would be, hopefully, that if you trade RJ, it's for somebody that could be a better, like, it's for somebody that could do BI's role or take his spot in the pecking order and bump down BI into RJ's spot in the pecking order. I think that would be the only reason to trade RJ. And if you're trading BI, I think the goal is to keep RJ in his role. I would hope that the goal is to get a better player than BI. Again, this is all theoretical. I haven't looked at the market to see if any of that is possible. Oh my goodness. 23 point game.
Did you
What's
see?
what you
Did you
did
see the
the
buzzer
Spurs
beater?
game, right?
Did you see the buzzer beater
Yep.
from Brunson?
Belt to
Good
ass,
man.
bro.
It's good.
Belt to ass so far.
By the way, I had a keema samosa today. Breakfast.
Breakfast of champions, bro. He had ankle inflammation since March. True. Very true. He also seems 100%. You look at his face, you can see. Yo, goddamn. Goddamn. Yo, hey, man. Hey, man. I'm just going to go to the next comment and just leave it at that. I was mentioning how he used to model and how good he is with women. You know what's funny, though? You say that. But he also has had rants that say the exact opposite, which is where I push into this territory of like, a little bit all over the place. But no, there's a rant of him on before he was a YouTuber on Real GM threads about like how he doesn't understand how he looks at guys all over like around him that are less successful than him and are less good looking, and he doesn't understand how they have girlfriends and he doesn't. Like, bro was on the internet crashing out for a long time. There's a lot of Pensare receipts out there. So I mean, just it's all over the place. He has some our delusions of grandeur. Not for sure, dude. For sure. But that the thing is, whatever you want to say about him, he creates a spectacle. Whether you're there to watch it because you buy into it, or you're there to watch it because you're like, what the fuck is going on? He's created a spectacle, and that's essentially all YouTube is. YouTube is about creating a spectacle. It doesn't matter why people are watching you. The goal is to get people to watch you, which is why, like, that side of things, I don't think is necessarily for me because I just want to talk ball. Like, I don't necessarily want to do attention seeking, which kind of doesn't translate to doing well on YouTube. But I mean, it's fun regardless. That being said, the goal on YouTube is to create something that gets looked at for every single reason. There's people that like it. There's people that love it. There's people that find it interesting. There's people that hate it. There's people that mildly disagree with it. The goal is to put out something that achieves every outcome. That's how you would get the most amount of viewers.
See, by the way, I think I may be wrong, but I think it will be Spurs versus Knicks final.
I mean, that's not a bad prediction considering the way Spurs have handled OKC. It's definitely
For
possible.
me, what I seen from Spurs and OKC in this series, I've watched a lot. Spurs is a real problem for OKC, by the way.
He gets easily rattled and easily angered by trolls. True. What's going on, Kyle? Welcome back to the chat. Haven't seen you in a bit. Got our resident Rockets fan. Jakob's contract is a crime. It's definitely a crime. But yeah, thoughts on the Raptors season as a whole? I mean, as a whole, I think like I'm happy with parts of it and not happy with other parts of it, which has kind of been the theme of the whole season. And oddly enough, the theme of the playoff series itself, because there were some awesome moments and some shit moments. But I hope the big thing that I guess you could say that I'm happy about is I feel like there's some direction, because the playoffs, I think, allowed us to like learn the truth about everybody. So now you can go into the offseason and say, okay, I can expect this player to be this. I can expect this player to be this. I can expect this player to let me down for this reason, blah, blah, blah. So happy about the direction. But in terms of the outcome, like, I knew we were guaranteed to not win a championship. So it's just like, what kind of failure are you? And I think a lottery pick would have been nice. We didn't get one. We got a playoff run that tested out our personnel in a lot of ways that the regular season can't. And we learned a lot about, and I think who needs to go and who can stay. Were you smoking? Yeah, you know what the issue is that Jakob did well a couple years ago, but more importantly, he was a really, really good defender. He then got a back injury last year. No, he got a back injury at the beginning of this year, and he's been just dog water ever since, offensively and defensively. Now, again, offensively always had a limited game, right? But he actually did good at moving the ball around, making big making basic shots around the basket. But he would play relatively good defense, right? Man hurt his back. Now he's ass at everything. So, like, a lot of people didn't like the contract in the moment, but it was a little bit understandable at the time to some people. It has devolved into being a crime that everybody can acknowledge because of his back issue. He was a trader in a hedge fund. He was a washout. I don't think he would survive in a group dynamics environment with coworkers. 100%. 100%. Every time I see a crash out on player's choice, he's a part of it.
So I switched to the Spurs game,
Mm-hmm.
and until this game gets better, I'm going to stay here.
Respect, dog. Respect. I'm about to. Has it started yet?
It's starting right now. Like they're doing the intros and all that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find it. Once it starts, let me know, cause
Yeah, I'll let you know.
okay, I think I probably found it.
It's just them, talk about the Spurs and Wemby. That's it.
That can't happen. They need a big. No, absolutely. Like that game seven performance was one thing. If you look at the fact that we didn't shoot the ball well, and like we know that's possible, right? A bunch of things that happened in that game that we can say, hey, that's always a possibility with the Raptors. Getting bodied by Jarrett Allen like that should not be a possibility at all, in the slightest. And if it was Colin Murray Boyles playing 48 minutes and you have a five that's not actually a five getting bodied, that's one thing. But Jakob Poeltl was out there. We know he's not mobile, but he's not strong either anymore. So, hey, man, if I was Jakob Poeltl, I would take steroids to try to get better. And if you get caught, you get caught. Fuck it, right? But it's like you have no chance of living up to the contract anyways. You may as well try to see what you can do. Because that's what people are saying Paul George did, right? He ate the 25-game suspension for whatever steroids he did. But, I mean, shit, he looked pretty healthy when he came back. But, yeah, people, this game's a little bit shit. So, let's
Man, at least the Spurs fans are actually passing it. Look, they're wearing the shirts.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Yo, Kyle, do you guys think you guys are going to trade KD? Add on the margins and run it back. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I can hear that. I just yeah. I think this would be like the reasonable thing to do. I think blowing it up would almost in a way be like an aggressive move that like I don't think most organizations have the balls to make. It just kind of looks like at the end of the day, what I saw from Houston is that like you clearly have a young team that no amount of vets are gonna like, because you can't actually accelerate somebody's growth as a player. Like the young players are gonna grow on their time, and in a way, I think like having KD and Fred and Steven Adams and whatnot, like it'll give you a higher floor because there's adults in the room, but the ceiling will only get raised when the younger players really step up. So in a way, you have to wonder like how long of a window do you have with Fred and KD, and when's the time to pull the plug? But yeah, I mean, running it back makes sense. That being said, okay, Jarrett Allen doing hard fouls and telling people to go home in the last minute. I do think that was front runner behavior, but it's just hard to complain when you get bodied like that. So I'm gonna have to hold that and just like take note of it and wait for the right moment to strike. But Jared Allen, I've never heard you say anything to anyone or seen you do anything to anyone. You had 7 games to be a bad motherfucker, bro. You only felt bad when you knew the series was done. We know what that is.
We know what Lucas said about these people.
Because he wasn't making enough on YouTube. I mean, for example, right, through Sarcasm City, like I've come across some pretty big YouTubers, and like every now and then I'll listen to their streams and how they'll just say, they'll be like, yo, every now and then YouTube just decides that YouTubers are gonna get paid less. Like whatever the rate of payment is, and you have an idea of like, oh, my channel gets this much engagement, so I'm gonna get paid this much. Every now and then YouTube just decides, you know what, we're paying you guys less. What the fuck are you gonna do? So I mean, relying on YouTube in life as like your main thing in life is a pretty shaky proposition. God bless to everybody that made it like work though, but it's a pretty risky thing to do. But that's what I'm saying, Echo, bro. If you see enough, you'll see that almost everything has gotten said. I see something that makes little sense to me. See, but I don't think trading KD would be about his role or his production, because KD is like a fixed entity to me. Like he is who he is, right? Trading KD for me would be more about the fact that it's like, okay, I've seen what I've seen. This team isn't winning a chip in the next, like this year or next year, right? Because the thing is, like, winning a chip isn't like a theoretical thing, right? It's like you can look at OKC and you can look at San Antonio and say like, yo, we might have to beat one or both of these teams to win a chip. Are we beating one or both of these teams? No. Therefore, how do we avoid the reality of, or how do we avoid the possibility of KD just getting old and then we lose him for nothing, right? Like, because he's old or he like retires, or like at that point you have to think about it from an asset management standpoint, right? Like in the next 2 years, are we beating those teams? No. Okay. How do we have a little bit longer of a window? Like, could we cash out KD for somebody who is maybe going to be good for longer than 2 years, whereas KD might only be good for 2 years? I don't think the idea of trading KD would be rooted in performance. It will be rooted in asset management, which again is like, that is stuff is purely opinion. Like there's no right answer to that. Like if person A were to say that trading KD is the right thing from an asset management standpoint, and person B were to say that it's wrong, that's two opinions. Like it's not something you can say definitively one way or the other. But no, I agree. You can't be having KD as your playmaker. Like Fred was sorely missed. For sure. I'm gonna wash my hands and be right back.
All right. A dumb, desperate team will always take someone like KD. A team that's dumb or desperate will absolutely take KD. The problem is for Houston like to trade with that dumb team, because that means that they'll probably get less value. Hey, bro, I don't know if it's. I was like, yeah, no audio.
I was muted. I was locked in. See, the thing is, I get the hunch that this might be the case, but it's a very tough thing to prove or establish concretely. So I kind of just let this shit slide. I get the feeling that people don't fuck with him. Hard stuff to say for sure. But who would want him is another question. Or why would I want to take on a guy who loves burners and apparently kills a locker room? No, this is a good point. But even just to like flip it to look at my scenario, right? My team has Brandon Ingram, who's 29 this year, right? Do I think Brandon Ingram is going to play the best basketball of his life at 32? No. That means I have a runway of at best case scenario, 3 years of whatever peak Brandon Ingram is. So then I have to look at my roster with a 20-year-old CMB and a 21-year-old Jacoby Walter playing a pretty big role and a 25-year-old Scotty Barnes. I have to say to myself, if this team is not winning a championship in the next 3 years with Brandon Ingram, so, who knows though? Maybe in 4 to 5 years when everybody's in their prime and the landscape of the league is a little bit different and maybe we get some more players, maybe we have a chance, right? So it's like, am I just going to let Brandon Ingram sit here for 3 years, play his prime, and then he falls off and then we trade him for another thing? No. For me, from an asset management standpoint, I think it's important to identify when is the sweet spot to get off of somebody. And, again, that's up for debate, and we're going to have to figure that out. And this offseason, that's probably what I'm going to be streaming about a lot. Like, when do you trade Brandon Ingram? Because the reality is that motherfucker is not retiring a Raptor, right? And if he leaves in free agency for nothing, that's horrible for our franchise to get nothing back. So, yeah. Come back to the young players. He was throwing balls at their heads when they were rookies in practice. Yo, okay. You know what I heard? One of the funnier stories that I've ever come across is the fact that when Lou Williams was on the Raptors, when he was winning 6th Man of the Year, and Drake had that song about him, booming out in South Gwinnett like Lou Will, 6th Man like Lou Will, 2 girls and they get along like Lou Will. So apparently during those times, the Raptors were kind of concerned about the fact that Lou Williams's lifestyle was rubbing off on the younger players. And, the younger players are maybe out here pursuing women in a way that wasn't the same as before they met Lou Will. And the wives of some of the older players were kind of uncomfortable with the fact that he would have 2 women in the friends and family section together. And that was actually a real part of the fact that the Raptors did not even offer him a contract after he won 6th Man of the Year. So when Lou Will won 6th Man of the Year in Toronto and then left for the Lakers, there were a bunch of Raptors fans that were like, oh, fuck you, man, you left us. I remember he got on social media. He's like, yo, I just need you guys to know I did not leave. The Raptors didn't even offer me a contract. And they put it in the media that it was about defense and how we got cooked so bad by Washington that we just learned that we can't have players that can't play defense. But apparently, that was a part of it. The other part of it is that, Lou Will's presence was legit making, some people feel uncomfortable. So I say that all to say, organizations do funny things sometimes, man. If a person just if people get the idea that a person has to go because of the person they are, it's not even about basketball, that is definitely on the table. The football equivalent will be Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, by the way. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is a decent football player at minimum, but bro, the person that he is just keeps getting him cut. Move past the burners. I mean, again, bro, this is a tough thing to get any concrete information on. So I just put it off to the side and we'll learn the facts after the fact. KD is a Pat Riley signing, hero and some fillers for him. Yo, okay, hold on. Trading away Jalen Green just to get Tyler Hero would be like going in a flat circle. I hear that though. We got eliminated before we had to play OKC. We will give LA the chance to pull the upset and see if they will do it. Bro, if you guys made the 3-0 comeback, how important would that – important's the wrong word. How long do you think that you would be bragging about that? For your whole life, for 10 years, for 5 years, for 2 years? How long do you think that lasts? Because, for example, what's it called? Who made the little shit, right? Raptors had a 31-0 run against Orlando. I'm going to be saying that to Magic fans if I ever encounter one, probably for 2-3 years. While it's still fresh in the memory a little bit. KD is old. Also, he probably has a year, maybe 2 before he falls off. This is exactly what I was talking about, right? Oh man, Wemby, what a block. What a block. You have to time, when's the right time to get off the asset. Okay, so people, The other game is back, but it's literally a 30-point game. Literally a 30-point game. Therefore, I'm just gonna watch this until that game ends. I can't stream this whole game because I can't stream all night. So I'll probably just rock with this game until the Knicks game ends. So we're probably looking at going until halftime in this game. But wait, hold on. Anthony Edwards did not start. Guys, I was too locked in with the Knicks game to get updates. Is he active? Is he dressed? Oh, Ant didn't play. Okay, then yeah, fucking definitely not watching this game. Why am I searching on my phone? I have Twitter for this. So I can close this tab because I don't want to keep this open anymore. Anthony Edwards. Will come off the bench in game 1. Oh, he's on the bench. Damn. Well, Hero's already old. How old is he? Oh, but you're not even saying literally. You're saying performance-wise. Tyler, Hero. Jeez, man. Oh, hold on. He's only 26. I thought he would have been way older. What do you think RJ is worth in a trade? A 10 to 20 range first-round pick or even 2 firsts? I think he's a third option. So when I think about what a third option, well, you know what it is? That's a tough way to frame things because fucking Mikal Bridges is a third option at best, right? But it's his role that makes him so valuable. So how important is RJ Barrett's role? I don't think it's 2 first-round picks valuable. I think it's probably like, I think 10 to 20 is fair. I think 10 to 20 is fair because, bro, on a good team, he's getting 20 a night against like defenses that don't care about him. You just want him to not be the focus of a defense and he's fine.
Sorry, I am on a false chat. By the way, Wemby and Rudy cooking, by the way. 2 blocks from Wemby. It's good.
Yo, man, this is all of France is tuning in right now. I lied. Probably like 5% of France is tuning in.
Do you think it will be a defensive game or it will be a scoring game?
This game, I think defensive, bro, especially with Ant not starting. Because the thing is, the significance of him not starting to me is I don't see him playing like 35 minutes. I think he's not going to play that much.
20. I will say 20 25 minutes.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. No, by the way, this comment by Kyle makes sense to me. I also saw something funny about Ime. Ime offense. Let me see if I can find the video. Not latest. There's a meme I saw. Hold on. Ime sets? Fuck, how do I find this? No. Tactics? Fuck. I can't find it. Hold on. I just gotta find the meme that Ime Cam Newton. Nah. Damn. Okay, if I ever find that meme, I'll find it. And I'll post it. Also, the F the weekend, man. Spurs won, City bottled. Yeah, no, horrendous weekend, man. Horrendous weekend for the football. But yeah, we're looking at a 6-6 game with Castle at the free throw line. You may spending time in Houston clubs, I bet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Probably like only Paris in this way. Doubt hoops is that big in the South. You know what? As somebody who knows someone in Houston, hoops is big. It's just not die. Like people, I don't know if they would die for their team. Like they'll come to the games, and they'll enjoy their time. But like they'll come as if like, hey, this is like an event and like a party. Like dress up a little bit, have a good time, have some drinks, eat some food. Like it's just not like, oh my god, if my team loses, I'm gonna fucking cry myself to sleep for 2 days. It's not. They're not. They don't have that kind of fandom, but they have pretty good support. Teams in that range for possibly RJ Bucks to stand if they want to complete. Warriors who are desperate possibly OKC if they don't want to ship Heat and Pistons. Pistons is interesting. Oh. Oh, the south of France. Yeah, no way. No way.
By the way, that game is 30 points, brother. Nick 90, Philly 60.
Bro, disgusting disgusting stuff. Right. I just feel like that kind of wealth in Europe, but I don't think they're looking for hobbies at 2 a.m. You know, I think that's the kind of diehard that I would be sleeping. Randall pulls up from 3, misses. I think we can agree that Spurs vs Thunder is where we're heading for the Western Conference Finals. Not only can we agree that that's where we're heading, if we get anything else, I'm gonna be fucking pissed at whoever does it. Like if the Lakers or the Wolves get in the way of the series that we're looking for, I'm gonna hate them forever. Like I'm it's that deep. It's that deep. These two franchises could possibly make an enemy in me forever by winning. Offensive rebound by Gobert with the putback.
Wait. That means you don't want to see Lakers win.
No.
Why?
Bro, we need this Spurs and Thunder matchup, bro. That's very important. It's very important for basketball that we get that matchup. It's like, for example, right? It's like now I hate Everton. Like I hate Everton with a passion, right? Because they
Same,
fucked,
yes. Fuck them.
they fucked with sporting goodness, right? So it's the same way I would feel about the Lakers or the Timberwolves. If they get in the way of Thunder and Spurs, they're fucking with sporting goodness. The Kings GM who drafted RJ is in NI after RJ. Hold on. I mean, maybe. I just the Kings are so directionless. By the way, you know the Kings are in the luxury tax. I don't know if I've ever shown you this, but I've shown it to a few people I know in real life, and I put it on stream once. The Kings are in the luxury tax next year. The Kings have to shed salary to get out of the luxury tax. That team is in hell. Sai, Echo says fuck LA, man. What do you think about that?
I can understand depression. Come on.
He gives us a lot outside that. Raphael Stone, Kevin Durant quote title outside of that. I may have done too much with the search. You know, though, with KD, if you don't think he can win a chip, he's gonna ask for a trade out. Did his dumbass really think he was gonna win a chip in Houston like this year? Not year one. Like, I get it, bro. He was supposed to make Houston a good team, but bro, like year one, I don't know. I think he maybe departed from that a little bit to come to Houston, but I get what you're saying. Okay, hold on. I think he's in Bombay right now. I think. But he's originally
Right now I'm in Bangalore.
Fuck. Hold on. Where do you mainly live though?
Mainly Hyderabad.
Damn. Why did I think you were you were somewhere else?
You thought Mumbai, right?
Yeah.
See, that is my home. I will say I will be there for like 10 to 12 days. I will be there because it's my main hub for business.
Okay. He also win one more probably. I get that. Let's look at his contract. Kevin Durant, spot check, 4-year deal. Oh yeah, but then he got traded. Hold on, wait. Okay, he's going into the last year of his deal before a player option, right? So like, fucking guy's basically under contract for 1 year because a $46 million player option is nothing. If KD wanted, he could get more than 46 mil, even at 39.
Echo, see, I'm telling you, it's unprecedented time in India, brother. It's coming, brother. It's coming. I don't want to go into the details, but it's coming. I'm not surprised. People who know that city well understand their problems. It has been coming.
Damn. Yo, you already know how Punjabi people feel about the BJP.
Yes.
11-8, 650 left on my screen in the first quarter. Ant is in the game, so this stream has basically just turned into Ant Watch because Stefan Castle's Stefan Castle's giving him no room. The world is in a horrible place right now. Yeah, man.
Echo, I'm telling you, you can ask Kalam. Compared to other worlds or other countries, in India, politics are so different. So different. See, one state or one city can't rule. There are some big cities who hate some team. I will put it like this. I will say teams because I'm in the platform right where I can't speak much on that, but it's India thing.
Yo, can you imagine? Can you imagine after all this, like Toronto Hoop Talk got shut down over Indian politics talk? That would be so funny.
That's it. No. That's why I'm saying I can't do that myself.
They'd be like, look, you said a lot of horrible things about Rudy Gobert, but the BJP talk, that's it. Nuke your channel. You were really mean to that guy about his hamster, but the BJP talk, no.
See, you are way more than other continents, right? You understand how the situation is right now. You know that.
Yeah.
Election time is for me. I don't know about you, but election time and politics time is funny and high time for me.
Yeah.
I get a lot of work. I have a lot of opportunity to encourage my business. It's so funny time for me.
No, but this is the thing. Like, even in my line of work, right? Like, there's certain things that you simply just shouldn't talk about. Like, you just cannot say, even if you're like gentle about it, like it's not worth it at that point because the things you're saying aren't even going to be that impactful. So why risk something over something that's not even that positive for you to say, right? Like, it's a weird dynamic.
You understand it? Yes. See, I want to speak so much, but I know if I speak, what happens because people don't know that. I know some people here.
Yeah.
They will watch it. They know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into trouble.
Yeah.
See, I'm speaking facts, but they don't like it.
Yeah. No, here, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I avoid these conversations so much, man. People ask me so many times in the Twitter or in the Instagram that why you don't do this, why you don't do that. Nah, I don't want that attention. Nah.
Oh man, like again, people love to talk about like freedom of speech and stuff, right? And it's like just because I'm allowed by law to be able to say something doesn't mean that there could be certain consequences that are very unfair if I were to say certain things. So like,
bro, Alan, you can do freedom of speech, but if you do freedom of speech, it comes in with consequences.
Yes. No, 100%, man. 100%. Like, I know people who signed a petition, they thought they were signing it anonymously. It ended up not being anonymous. By the way, not their fault. Like it was supposed to be anonymous, and then the names leaked, and they got like blackballed from their careers. It happens, man. This shit is not fair. This shit is not fair at all. Hey, man, I don't be outside like that. I'm not. I'll be fine. Rap said, with respect to bringing Kevin in, that was a championship or bust. I never said that to him. I never said that to anybody. That's very much not our attitude. What the hell is the upside in saying this? I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to say. I'm just saying, like, I think this quote, just the way sports people think, this is a hard quote to like win people over with. Although I completely get what he's saying, and yeah, it's just interesting. What was the context behind this? Like, why did he say this? Dude, that game is still a 28-point game. Philly, man, fight
Yeah,
back.
28 game. Yes, I'm watching that game by the way.
Stephon Castle misses the 3-17-14 still in this game. Cat passes the ball up the court. Jaden McDaniels definitely traveled, but they don't call it because traveling is a social construct.
Bro, ref forget there is a traveling in NBA. They forget about it.
Facts, bro. Facts. Oh, I remember I asked this a while ago, right? Interesting. Okay, Sai, or everybody in the chat, by the way, this is for all you guys as well. If there was one rule that you could snap your fingers and guarantee that it is perfectly officiated every single time, what rule would it be? For me, moving screens.
I will say timeouts.
What do you mean timeouts?
I don't want to see any timeouts in last 2 minutes.
Oh no. What I'm saying is like there's a rule that already exists, right? But like we know, referees almost never call things like there's no such thing as perfect refereeing. I'm saying what rule that exists, if you could snap your fingers and make it all guaranteed to always be officiated properly. So like for example, you could say block charges, right? So now you snapped your fingers and every single time
Okay,
there's a
I
block,
understand. Okay.
yeah.
I will say that I agree with moving screens, but I will say blocks.
Block charge, okay. Block, no, because
Block charge.
block versus charge is a very important distinction. For me, definitely moving
Yes.
screens. Gather step has a wide interpretation. No, so this is a big issue with traveling is that what is a gather step? For sure. A lot of interesting ones, right? Like for me, honestly, like to me, contact on shooters, that doesn't actually bother me. That I don't know. It just doesn't bother me that much. But when I see a moving screen that doesn't get called, fucking just it pisses me off so much because it's like this guy, a moving an illegal screen can generate such a big advantage, right? Like it can generate a dunk, an open three, and just I just hate when those are called wrong. The Warriors would literally get open threes off of moving screens. Facts, bro. Draymond Green, king of the moving screens. So that would be the rule for me. But I forget I asked this to some people. Traveling comes up. Yeah, you got block charge is pretty popular. 3 in the key is another one because bro, they don't call that shit. They don't call that shit at all. What else is out there? I think those are the big ones. Yo. Oh man. I'll be honest, Echo. I remember the first time I looked up Amari Stoudemire's Wikipedia. That shit hurt so much to read. That shit was so tough. Fuck, man. Well, hold on. Good riddance. You mean this year, right? Because that motherfucker will be back. And man, being in the NBA, it's his divine right, dog. He will be back. Yeah, people. Low scoring game. I think somebody asked me, I think it was Sai, if this is an offensive game or a defensive game. So far, it is the defensive game that I think most of us expect. I believe Gobert with his size can beat the crap out of Wemby in the game and body him. He's definitely gonna try because that's the main thing for him to target. That's facts, Echo. That's big facts. But yeah, it yet to be determined whether it actually works, but he's definitely gonna try it. I think kind of like my thing with Wemby is not even necessary. Here's the thing, right? So let's say Gobert bodies him, right? Cool. I think it's possible for Wemby to like try to get Gobert on the perimeter and then like get by him with like lateral quickness. The thing that I actually think could give Wemby trouble on the perimeter is, you know, those like kind of short players that are just fucking tanks. Obviously not Kyle Lowry because that's too short, but kind of like a prime PJ Tucker, like somebody that is going to be able to body him, but also move their feet pretty well side to side. I think that player could just turn Wemby into like a perimeter shooter. And I know this sounds outrageous because obviously when the roles are reversed and Wemby now is down low in the post with that player, that's an automatic dunk, right? But if Wemby finds himself on the perimeter with one of those laterally quick, really strong short guys, I think that's going to be a problem. Did you hear Raptors owner Rodgers doesn't want to pay 10,000 employees? Yo, actually, Gio, I don't know if you were here. Did you see who the Leafs hired and the whole Leafs thing, dog? Like, that question that Steve Simmons, I forget his name, asked him was fucking beautiful, dude. Wants me to work for free. God damn, man. Ed Rodgers is a terrorist. Ant has Fox on him. Ant turns, spins, turns, fades. Oh my goodness. What a shot. What a shot from Ant. 19-19. Bro, it was a bailout shot. The possession died. Ant, step back three. Knocks it down. My goodness, bro. Anthony Edwards is here. 12-2 run for Minnesota in 3 minutes. Ooh, Rudy G, man. You can't be picking up fouls on Dylan Harper. You got to save all your fouls for Wemby. We just can't be having that, Rudy Gobert. We cannot be having that. Oof. We have right now facts. Was a budget hire on the cheap for sure. And then did you see the reporter that was like, I spoke to 20 people in the NHL and one person saw it as a good hire, but everybody else thought it was like a sham. And they used words like liar, con artist, salesman. It was honestly the best interview question I've seen in a sports context for a long time. That being said, though, I saw our future and I got scared. He said, I will give LA one game. I think Sai has Thunder in either 5 or 6. Blazers owner, basically. They're the fucking worst, dog. I hate them.
Yeah, don't ask me predictions against OKC, man. Come on. Don't be stupid.
Yo, damn. You said, what's your prediction? And he said, man, nobody's trying to have that depressing conversation. Oh, dunk by Dylan Harper. Man. The talent in this series is phenomenal. And then there's Bones Highland. But it's okay. That's a worthy price to pay. Wemby from 3 misses. Yo, here's the thing, right? Simmons is ass. Like I know so many, like we hate Simmons for sure as a community, right? But that was a hell of a question. That was a fucking phenomenal question, dude. Like But yo, okay, bro. This is literally just the life conditions of most older people. I don't know the age group of everybody here. I know the people's general ages, but bro, I'll put it this way, right? I know somebody that's at the very top of their profession, literally could not have a high, maybe there's like one level higher in their profession, right? I work with this person and she told me, she was like, when I got my first interview in this line of work, I didn't even know the specifics of the industry. Like I was reading up on the industry on my way to the interview. Like the reality of how life was in terms of like the amount of job opportunities versus the population versus the available money in the economy, blah, blah, blah. It was most people that age just kind of stumbled through the world and ended up getting opportunities. That kind of doesn't exist anymore. You have to graft for every single thing you get nowadays, right? Very different time. But bro, so when you talk about they don't know anything and they failed their way to the top, absolutely, bro. This person that I know, literally, I'm thinking about it. And for people that know what I do, you can maybe piece together who this could be, but not exactly who, but the kind of job it is. But bro, like top of the field, read up on the industry on the way to the job. Crazy. Why can't I and people get paid? Like, this is big facts, bro. Okay, I will put it to you this way. I'm in the process of writing. Also, Gio's here. So by the way, Gio, I gotta retake one of my tests. So I passed one of my tests. I gotta retake the other one. But I wrote the bar in February. So fingers crossed, by the end of the year, I'll have my license. But that's
okay. That means I have any business trouble, I can contact you.
Yo, actually, big fact, 100%. You know what's funny? That's the shit that I'm studying again, right? The test that I have to retake is the business law, corporate law, real estate law.
Is it financial? Is it financial sector, right?
No, it's the legal side of things.
No. I'm saying I deal in my part of business. I have a lot of issues in financial.
Oh, okay.
Because
hey, man.
What happened was some of the clients, right? I give them some quote, they don't pay that.
Yeah.
They will pay half of the money, and they will say they will pay half of the money in next quarter. I don't work like that. That shit is so hard for me. And I have two cases last year. I won. That it happens so regularly in our field.
Yeah, Gio wants me to be. Appreciate it. No, absolutely. Like, I don't know if you ever have any questions. Here's what I do though. The stage of my life where I'm at, right, in my job, like I obviously don't have like an established career yet, right? So I do so much shit for free for people, right? Because it's like I'm not actually a lawyer and I'm not charging you anything. So if I do something wrong, you can't actually blame me, right? So I do hella shit for free for people that I know, if just in their personal lives. So like I know somebody who had issues with their tenant. I helped throughout the entire process to deal with the landlord and tenancy board. I know somebody who has a startup. I do all their like corporate business stuff just for free. And like, again, we both learn about whether I can do it or not in the process on the fly, right? Help somebody with a trademark thing for their business, help somebody who got a stunt driving charge, just every single thing that my circle of people around me faces that's roughly a legal issue. I just offer to do whatever I can for free because fuck it, bro. You can't be mad at me if I'm wrong. I'm literally not even a lawyer yet. And
that's where see, that's where my field in my field it won't work like that. Because see, I have lawyer friends, right?
Yeah.
If I go to them, I will explain the situation, right?
Yeah.
They will don't charge me, but they don't give me bullshit answer.
Yeah.
Straightforward. See, I have lawyer friends. At least I'm dealing in the business from last 20 years.
Yeah.
My father's seen lot of money, right? I have some bullshit lawyers where they only give decision for money. That is not the right answer. I know that. But they're giving for, I want to milk money from him. I've seen so many of them, man.
Yo, that's the thing. Lawyers are not that different from mechanics where it's like they heavily rely on the industry expertise to just like pull the wool over people's eyes, right? The thing again is like, obviously, I don't think I would be doing this if I was deeper in my life, in my career. But it's like at this stage, I just want to get as much experience as I can. Because honestly, truthfully, it's a great opportunity when I do stuff that I have no experience in to just test out my ability to learn stuff through even just like okay, for example, when I help somebody with a trademark issue, right? No trademark experience in my life, but I just put 2 and 2 together based on the experience that I do have and his issue and the internet and all the resources I could find and all the reading I could do, and eventually we figured shit out. Like, so, and that was a good like learning experience.
And by the way, if he ever comes to India and you want to meet and you want to learn about some other topics about law, I can set you up with some of the best here. I can do that.
Oh man, appreciate that. Nah, so you know what it is? It's not. It's they are self-represented litigants, right? And self-represented litigants can talk to whoever they want to talk to. So absolutely not practicing law without a license. Absolutely not a lawyer. I'm just a hell of a sounding board. And like, for example,
opinion. That's it. He's just giving opinion. You take
opinion.
it or leave it.
And
that
then
is your own. That is your nuts.
And then sometimes, let's say my friend with a startup, right? He would have a thing that I felt was beyond my capability in terms of actually helping him like do something, right? But what I could say is take this to a lawyer and give me like, tell me what he told you or she told you. And if they're giving you some bullshit, I can for sure tell you if it's bullshit or not. If somebody is giving you some nonsense,
we can tell from the start. This is bullshit.
100% tell you,
We
right?
can tell that. Yes.
So that's at least what I can do. But yeah, the thing is, bro, I feel like, I don't know, I've built a lot of goodwill with a lot of people, and I'm just hoping that that's like sowing seeds. And
Yeah, it will come. Yes.
Future.
See, one thing in this field, right? You can't expect instant returns, man. It is a long field.
Yeah.
There is a very see. I see the upside. Upside is so good, but you have to work your ass off.
Yeah.
You have to grind. You have see. There are some 30 plus years, 40 years experienced lawyers in this field.
Yeah.
You are just a small seed. You have to grow. If you are growing instantly, that means that there is the trouble. You can't grow instantly in lawyer field. No, it can't happen.
Sure. You're probably fucking up. Yeah. No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean for sure. No, but this is the thing. Like, it takes a. I actually feel like I started to get more at peace with the idea of working hard when I got other parts of my life sorted out. Like before, and it's funny that this is a part of my life, right? But before I was streaming and before I was doing certain like hobbies and stuff outside of like work, I found work really difficult in terms of like I was burning out. It felt like it was too much. Once I got my like balance sorted out in life, not even balance, but just like I know my fun things in life, it made it easier for me to like fully commit to just like working hard. So like there's a lot of days where I get home at 8 o'clock and then I start this live stream at 8:30 and then I'm here till 10:30, 11, and then that's the end of my day and we start again, right? But like if I didn't do this and I didn't have a fun thing in my life like this, I don't know if I'd be able to make it. So this is actually very important to me. God damn. Everyone needs to grind hard to get experience in my field right now. Hard to get your foot through the door. No, 100%. 100%. Because again, just the math equation of the people looking for opportunities and the people with the opportunities is really, really bad right now. But what that leaves people in a spot in is that like the creative people have like people who are a little bit more resourceful, a little bit better on their feet, a little bit more creative, have a knack for just like doing well with people. It's a great opportunity to be that kind of a person. And if you're not that kind of a person, it's a great time to work on those skills. But yeah, I don't know. Like one of the things I did maybe this time last year, a little earlier than this time last year, is like I started taking comedy classes, and the idea for me was always just that like being on a stage and trying to be funny is probably one of the more intimidating things to do. So if you can get comfortable doing this, you'll probably be comfortable in a lot of other social settings or any presentation settings or all these things. So yeah, it's like for a year I was doing like either doing improv comedy or stand-up comedy for like a little over a year now, and I think that
is a good thing.
with social,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it
So
helps.
so good. Yes.
Bro, because once you get comfortable on a stage trying to make people laugh, and it's not even about being actually funny, right? Do you actually build so much character when you go to try to make people laugh and you're not funny? Like it's even just this thing of like once you get over it and you're like, oh, that's actually not that deep. I can just say another joke, right? You get like a different level of confidence, a different level of comfort, and then after all of that, like yeah, I just feel like I know in this world, I'm probably gonna have to go out there, leave a good impression on people, be personable, like that kind of stuff is gonna have to happen. So I feel like all those things are easier now after doing all that type of stuff.
Bro, writing comedy is one of the hardest for me, man.
Bro, it's
It's
so
so hard.
difficult because the
Yes.
problem is bro, you need feedback. There's like writing comedy in a basement and nobody knows what you're writing. Like, this is a very difficult thing to do. And you know what I found?
And one
Like,
more thing is, right, when you score, you see, you can write 5 jokes. You see that, yeah, it's fine, it's good, very good. People will laugh. But you
yeah,
go there and stand up in front of 50 or 25 people.
yeah,
If one joke doesn't land, that's embarrassing for you, man.
yeah,
This joke is not landed.
yeah,
What will happen with next 4 jokes?
yeah. No,
You have
and
to,
then
you have to take that risk.
you have to just buy in, and that's the thing. There's no other
Yes.
like thing to it. You just have to buy in that fuck, I don't know if this is funny or not, but I have no chance of it being funny if I just get awkward and start like getting uncomfortable. So I'm gonna deliver this with full conviction, and the results are the results, right? But the other thing you find is that like so I wrote a 5-minute stand-up set, right? And like in my 5-minute set, sometimes the people would laugh at things that they weren't even supposed to laugh at. Like, I didn't actually, this wasn't supposed to be funny. Like, why did you get like, oh, whatever. And then sometimes while you're doing your set, you actually learn about the crowd's sense of humor while it's going on. So it's like you guys laughed at something that wasn't supposed to be funny, and then you didn't laugh at my joke. So now it's like, I can kind of like in that moment tweak what my set is to kind of cater to what the sense of humor is. So like one of the last times I did a 5-minute set, and I think it was a couple months ago, right? I like within that 5 minutes, at least 40 seconds to a minute were shit that I never wrote. It was just kind of improvising on the spot based on me getting a feel for the crowd and what they were into. And it wasn't the biggest crowd. It was maybe like 50, 60 people, right? But like, it was good. Like, I just remember in the moment I said something, and then afterwards I'm like, fuck, I've never said that before, like in that part of the story. But it's good. Like, those exercises are good. Gio, the irony is that this is actually a very funny joke, like fucking not taking you seriously in the slightest. But in response to what I said, this is a hell of a joke. That's what will change your life. You know what's funny? I've heard somebody say this before. I don't know if you're joking or not, or if this is serious, but I've heard this as well of like cold calling, door-to-door cold calling. You will fucking figure it out. Like, you will learn to talk to people, whether you have that or not. Mind you, I never thought that I was bad at this stuff. I just thought that like, if I want to give myself the best chance of like networking well, I may as well cap out whatever my skills are. So if I'm a 6 out of 10, I may as well do what I can to be an 8. Blah blah blah. But I've heard this before. Like, again, I have no experience with it myself, but this is now the second time I've heard this.
By the way, 32-point game.
I know, man. I know. Let's look up the stats at least, see what the fuck is going on there. All right, statistics, right? Philly is shooting 42%. New York is shooting 65. 3-pointers, 36 to 55. Free throws. Fucking Philly has way more free throws. Jeez. Turnovers, 15 to 11. Rebounds. Yeah, not good. Looking at the box score, Philly's leading scorer is Paul George. Hold on, what is PG shooting? PG is 6 for 11. That's not even crazy chucking.
That's exactly every
King, I think I can hear your commentary.
table's set. Free holiday.
Okay. Low key, I think King may have fallen asleep. I don't blame him. Embiid 3 for 11. That's chucking. Have you ever? Also,
You are doing full game, right?
Nah, I can't do it, bro. I have to get up early at work tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna leave the Spurs game at halftime.
Oh, okay, fair. So then I have to go. Bye. Big up.
All good, bro. Take care. I'm gonna hang out with the chat for a little bit.
No.
So
Are you doing tomorrow games or you will be back on Friday?
no, Lakers Thunder. I'm gonna do tomorrow and the first two Lakers Thunder games.
Okay, fair.
Then back on Friday. By the way, I forgot to address this. I will say I don't know if necessarily you're talking about like the grassroots, which is where I would be at, or like the actual level of people who perform. I would say I agree. I'm just curious exactly who you're talking about or what you're talking about. But bro, I'll be honest. I think a lot of people use comedy as an excuse to just say wild shit. Like sometimes I'll be watching somebody do it because obviously if you start doing it yourself, you want to see other like amateurs do it as well, right? Some people it's like they're not even funny. They're just saying wild shit. Like I understand that some people find shock value funny, but it's like I feel like the shocking thing has to be funny as well. The shock itself isn't enough to be funny. So sometimes you just hear people say wild shit. And like there was even one person that was like hosting a stand-up show that I was at. The way he was doing crowd work, like I honestly felt like he was just making people feel uncomfortable. Like it wasn't funny. Like it's one thing to pick on somebody and it's funny so everyone laughs, right? But it's like if you're picking on someone and no one is laughing, it's just weird. But I haven't run into this person. You learn to crack jokes to break the ice. You knock on the door. You get inside. Hilarious, dog. Hilarious. I mean, there's a lot of racist dipshits around stuff that we're getting from I see other cities. More noise, too much glory. I'm gonna be honest. That's interesting. Because what I found, right? I found a lot of brown comedians. Okay, for example, in my case, right? I'm sure that it happens. I personally haven't seen a white comedian be like racist to brown people, right? For me, right? What I have seen though is I've seen brown comedians say more or less the same jokes as what the racist white comedians would say in other places or the ones that I just haven't seen. Like, like I know what those jokes are, and then I'll hear brown people saying it. I'll be like, well, it would be one thing to explore this and to add some depth to it, right? But to just say the same stuff, I found it weird. Or like they'll do accents, and this is the thing about brown accents, right? There's sometimes you'll hear a brown person do a brown accent, and it's an accurate brown accent, and it reminds me of a person that I've heard before, and like it's the actual accent of what a brown person would be, and it feels like they're invoking a character, and that I can have some time for, right? But sometimes you'll see people doing a brown accent that is not actually ever in life been the accent of a real person. It's like the caricature of what white people think brown people are. And that shit is whack as hell to me. Like I think that's genuinely really, really whack. So that shit kind of doesn't like I've never been a fan of that. Cause again, like, are you doing an accent to invoke a character and there's like some depth and something interesting about this character? Or are you just making an accent that you think people are gonna laugh at? That's a big one. Are you? Someone says I was curious. I was walking me or taking me for a walk. Yeah, just quick one-liners like that. No, for sure, man. These things are a great way to start combo. Right down so they do simple way stuff. If someone gives you a compliment, you say please tell me more. Is this what you do, Gio? Is this what you do when someone gives you a compliment? Damn. This man said, yo, I'm greedy. Give me all the compliments. Spurs are on a 12-0 run. They went from being down 6 to being up 6. 6 minutes left in the half, people. I will end this stream at when halftime starts in this game. Oh, sorry. Yeah, when halftime starts. We have a 30-point game in the other game, which is pretty trash, but it is what it is. Gio, the sweeter man, bro. He's out here just stealing people's hearts. But he said he lives in Scarborough, right? So it's like they're definitely calling him a sweeter man. Mike Conley hits the 3 from the corner. Man, Mike Conley. It's like if Garrett Temple could still contribute a little bit, you know? That's an old head for real. Damn. Who pitched today for the Jays? Lauer? Ah, man. Oh, man. Fuck. You hate to see that shit. Yeah. Oh, what's that gif of like, more, sir? Do you have more? I don't even know how to do the accent properly. But I think you've probably seen that meme of the little kid begging. Three-point game, 35-32. Zero likability and personal skills. So he wasn't successful. He doesn't have the basic skills. No, it makes sense, bro. It makes sense. You could never imagine that personality. You could never imagine that personality thriving in any of those settings. Like if I were to like guess something, I would guess like crypto bro that doesn't leave the house, that like is on a screen for like 9 hours a day. Like that's the kind of guess I would make. Or like Forex trader, you know, like those super antisocial lines of work that people find themselves doing. That's what I would ascribe to him. Bro, it got bad so early that we pivoted to Wolves Spurs as soon as we could, man. As soon as we could. But yeah, man. Low scoring game for sure, man. Gobert and Wemby both have shit shut down. Dylan Harper with 11 points regardless, but 37-36 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Ooh, Mike Conley back-to-back threes, man. This guy still balling. So, ran into that guy in college, complete moron. This is why edgy comics do not smart enough for good material. No, I agree, man. I agree. And what you know what I realized too? If they like, whenever I find myself at a comedy show, I find myself laughing at things that when I think about later, I'm like, that wasn't actually that funny. But there's something about the environment of a comedy show where like you're just ready to laugh and you're like looking to laugh. So you'll laugh easier, in my opinion, right? So it's like that's the standpoint of whenever I've done a comedy show, I always get a lot more laughs than I expect. So for example, right, one of my stand-up classes that I was a part of, we were a 7-week class, and on the 7th class, we had a show that right after our class, right? Not right after, like let's say 3 hours after the end of our class. So the sets that we performed at our show, we had done to ourselves as a class at least 2 to 3 times, right? So by the time we're doing our set in the what's it called, like in that last class, we've all heard each other's sets, so we're kind of like barely laughing because like we've heard it already. Like these jokes aren't new. So we were all used to just like kind of muted reactions to our sets. It almost kind of killed our confidence a little bit. But then when we did the show, the crowd honestly liked most of the sets, and like people were laughing pretty well. And it's like, oh fuck, like my expectations got tempered. I say that to say, honestly, if these people just tried to actually be funny, man, you'd be surprised what people laugh at. Like there was a girl that did stand up in a class. She was like super nervous and her delivery was really awkward. But she went up there and she's like, Australians are not real people. They're like seagulls with confidence. And I don't even know what the fuck that means. I don't even know. I don't actually understand what she was going for, but I was just dying when she said that shit. And I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, that's not even funny. Like, I don't even get it. Like, Well, I mean, okay, it is funny. I think it's funny. What I'm saying is like I don't even understand why I was laughing, but I lost my shit when she's like, Australians aren't actually people. They're like seagulls, but with more confidence. I was like, what? The way I see the angry servant sales, he tried to read you a script. You were thinking, get the fuck out of here, robot. Big facts. More part of Toronto than New York. Best my best. No, I agree. Scarborough is definitely like Scarborough feels like Toronto's sibling, whereas like some of the other suburbs feel like it's Toronto's cousin, is how I would put it. You there? Did you get personal with you? Facts, bro. Give us the lore. You can even make a comment. You can feel like, you doing stand up because you realize universe was telling you the world. Hold on, telling you the world wasn't ready for all. Bro, facts. You could just and you know what's funny? Like I did a set about a judge, like, and the whole part was like just how like wild this judge was, right? And people liked it, and it was like a window into a world that maybe not everyone is a part of, right? Cool. But yeah, like I wrote a set about like my family's like heritage and just like where people are from and kind of the weird dynamic I have going on. Because here's the thing, right? So to put it simply, right, my mom is from India, like born there and raised there, but my dad and my dad's side of the family has been in Canada for a long time. So like I have these very two different contrasting like cultural experiences of a very traditional Indian family on one side of my family and a very like westernized Canadianized family on the other side, right? But the whole joke that it's always been is that I'm a fourth generation Canadian because my dad was born here, my grandmother was born here, and it's like my grandmother's parents that first immigrated to Canada like very early on. So like I've always had this like kind of this joke about like the fact that I'm more Canadian. Like nobody would see it when they look at me, but I'm like one of the most Canadian people in Canada. Like just if you think about how much the population has grown since that time. So I just did a whole set about like asking white people where they're actually from. Like, no, not Scarborough, Margaret. Like, where are you actually from, bro? It's like just so silly, but it works. Like, you know, you don't have to be a genius. Like, you just have to find a premise that's kind of funny, like people around you in your life kind of chuckle at, and then just flush out the premise. And 5 minutes goes by quickly. But yeah, also like Geo, like there's even a premise here that could be cool because I wrote the LSAT 3 times, right? And I'm about to write, like I passed one part of the bar, but like I'm gonna have to write the second part. Like I'm done with the first part. I never have to write that again. But the second one, I mean, we'll see. Fingers crossed, only second time, but we'll see. But yeah, man, this series looks amazing. Cause man, I'm just ready for close games, dog. How many games in the earlier parts of the playoffs were blowouts? This game has been like a within 2 possessions for almost the whole way. But it's a fucking, at this point, a 37-point game in New York. But also, Geo, you ducked this part. You ducked this part, bro. What's the lore? Let us know. First final like that. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. It's on the table. So like Knicks and Spurs would be that matchup again from 99. Knicks and Thunder would just be so much blue and orange. Like too much blue and orange. Somebody would have to do something about that. Oh, that's it. So what I think what Echo would have said is that like you like to trigger him because of something he did to you. But if you just saw him and you're like, you know what, I like to trigger this guy, I totally get that. Because I mean, to be honest, he seems like a really fun person to trigger. Like he takes everything seriously and he takes things to the furthest extent of like everything. Like he goes really, really far with things. And then again, it's like he takes himself really seriously. Like it's fun to troll people that take themselves so seriously. Like it should be a goal for everybody to grow past that mindset, right? But for the people that are really stuck there, oh man, you may as well take advantage of it before they grow up. Hey, geopolitics humor. Yo, can you imagine an Albanian named Giovanni? Like this spelling? Oh, damn. Also, the Angry Serb is a fun name because without context, nobody's gonna know who this is. Like, for example, like I don't think King and Sai have any clue who you were talking about. It's a very much a like if you know kind of a way of referring to him. But if you know, annoys me because he tries to act like some life coach on his channel when he really is an asshole. Absolutely, dude. That's the shit that I hate the most, right? So this is kind of the thing that I like. I actually don't tell people. There's not that many people in my life that know that I do this because of the reputation that dudes who do content have because of people like him. Because I feel like if you were to like, let's say I meet somebody and I'm like, hey, I do YouTube. I feel like they're automatically just gonna think that I'm on a mic telling people how to live life. And I just feel like that's such a shitty, like, I don't want you guys to confuse me with those people because I'm not like those people, man. I'm here to just shoot the shit and have fun. Like, let's talk ball, let's talk about funny shit. But like the thing is the reputation of people that do like streaming or do podcasts is like basically him. So there's a lot of people that have learned that I do this like years into knowing me. There's actually a lot. Oh, I had no clue. Okay, then maybe Bosnian. Then maybe Bosnian was the right place to go with my comment. I was housemates with a guy like him in uni who really did not get along. That's the good thing about uni, though, is that uni will expose you to people that your life would never expose you to. Like in your life, you're going to meet someone because of some type of a commonality, because either they know somebody that you know or they work in some type of a field that you work in, which is going to have some type of a commonality. In some cases, it won't. But like the point is like there has to be a point of connectivity to meet people as an adult, right? And that point of connectivity usually establishes some type of similarity or commonality, right? But with university, you truly just meet people, like just people that in your life you would never encounter otherwise. Like I'm so grateful that I kind of got over my shy phase in life by the time I got to university, because that shit was like a foundational time period for like my development as a person in terms of just how I see people and life and everything, right? Because dog, I got met and made like friends and realized I didn't like people of like all kinds of just like personality types, backgrounds, blah, blah, blah. Very important to at least just get exposed to what's out here in the world. Because, bro, there's a lot of people like him and like that person. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We have hit halftime of this game, and we have reached the end of the Knicks game. Which, oh, no, there's still 2 minutes left in a 37-point game. So I'm going to hang out for another 2 minutes, and then we're going to end the stream. I will be back tomorrow for Thunder and Lakers. And then, yeah, I'm going to make a community post with the schedule. But, yeah, I'm going to be back tomorrow for Lakers Thunder. No stream on Wednesday. Then Lakers Thunder again on Thursday. And then Toronto Tempo opening game on Friday. Then nothing Saturday because I'm outside in these streets on Saturday. And then I'm back on Sunday for the draft lottery and some game. One of the games. I forget which one. But there is a game on Sunday. So Sunday, we're doing the draft lottery and a game. But yeah, no streams on Wednesday and on Saturday. On Wednesday and Saturday, guys, make sure to like, go live life. Go do something. Wednesday, I have, oddly enough, given the conversation we're having, I have a comedy show. It's an improv show. And then Saturday I have a friend's birthday. So we're living life. Also, hold on. If Echo and Gio are still here, somebody asked me something today. I'm gonna run this by you guys. Quick. We're gonna not spend too much time on this, right? One of my friends was watching a live stream about sports, and the live stream devolved into how small of a person do you think you could kill without going to prison? Actually, you know what? Reading that out loud, I just realized that's kind of a dark question, right? Because I think the implication here is that, like, well, I would hope nobody thinks the implication here is that you're talking about children. I just think people are literally talking about how, like, how big of a massive body do you think you could dispose of without getting caught? Crazy conversation, but I just feel like Gio has a great answer. So I'm trying to hear what Gio has to say. Then I'm going to end the stream. But yeah. Fucking 39 points. 39 points. New York is on fire, man. They just 50'd someone. They just 40'd someone. The game before that against Atlanta, they beat them by like 40, I think. Hold on. Maybe mouse size as big as you could possibly get. Okay, that's pretty humble, you know. You think that, like, you know, it would have to be an easy job. Okay, last Knicks games, right? 1 by 16, and then 1 by 29, and then 1 by 51, and now we're winning by 39. Okay, so then Gio is saying, you know, size doesn't matter because I could get rid of anything I could coat in cement, which he doesn't know anything about because he's a law-abiding citizen and a good person. Man said I know some people in Woodbridge. Shout out to Woodbridge. Shout out to Woodbridge for sure. But yeah, big up to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow in, I think, roughly 22 hours. So I'm going to go on break for 22 hours, and then I'll be back here to hang out with you guys to talk basketball and talk random shit. We will... Nah, you know what? Fuck that shit. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace. Sorry, see, Gio knows his shit.